Hi everybody, it's Lorrie. This will be my very first video slash somewhat of a tutorial, so I apologize if it's not clear enough or if you can't see something I'm doing. I don't have a very good setup right now. I also apologize for my accent. I hope everyone can understand me. Yes, I'm from the Appalachian Mountains and I definitely have a hillbilly accent, but hopefully everybody can understand me. The colors I'm going to use today, I think, are Teakwood and Salmon by Ranger. I love the way those two colors look together. And this is just some of the Pinata Brass in a needle nose bottle so that I can get it out a little bit smaller amounts rather than pouring it in a big amount. One thing that for new people that has helped me more than, well, one of the things that's helped me a lot is as I started getting more colors of ink, I tried to start making reference sheets that I could go by for what the different colors of ink look like on Yupo. That's, both of these are Yupo, and you can see how some of them, such as Eggplant and Currant, this is Coolberry, how they separate and kind of stain underneath the one of the colors that comes off of it. And so they're a little bit harder to work with, but I like to know beforehand, just in case I forget, since I'm fairly new to this, which ones will stain the paper a certain color or spread out into other colors. And it just helps me to know, instead of looking at the color that's on the bottle, to be able to, you know, kind of put them up next to each other on here. And, you know, I already kind of know what I want to do, but sometimes I'll put a couple of colors together and think, ooh, no, I need a different shade of that. So that's just a thought for something you might want to try to do at some point. I'm not using Yupo today. I'm using the backside of some Office Depot glossy photo paper. I am almost out of Yupo and haven't had a chance to go to the store to get any, so I'm just going to do this one on the photo paper today. So let's see what you need. You know, the inks that I'm using 91% isopropyl alcohol in this bottle, and excuse me, my little hair dryer that has a pardon me, it has a brush attachment that I took off that's got the cool setting on it. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to get a drink of water. Hang on one second. Okay, I'm back. Hopefully I'm good now. Got a tickle in my throat. I like this. I went on Amazon and looked for bad reviews on hair dryers that had a cool setting on them. I wanted one that did not have a lot of power. This one actually has a little more oomph to it than I would like when it's on cool setting, but I just have to kind of be careful to keep it, you know, out away from the ink and not put it directly over top so it doesn't just fly all over the place. One other thing that I tend to use, this, let me see if I can get this to show. This was a makeup brush that I cut all the bristles off of except for just a couple of little spots, a couple of little bristles there to use, because every now and then I want the brass color in the painting after I've already finished it and I really love what I've done. So I don't want to go back and add the brass and possibly mess it up by doing it the way I normally would. So I'll use that tiny little brush to kind of fill in just some fine lines where I want it to be. I can't get to the painting right now that I could show you what I'm talking about. Also this, I have no idea what this actually is. Something I picked up at Hobby Lobby. that I will use occasionally, and you will probably see me use it. I'll use the back end of it, and every now and then I can't get the ink, or sometimes with the metallic I can't get it to go where I want. It's just leaving one little hole that I don't want left there, and I'll just kind of take and tap it gently where the ink is still wet, and tap it over into that little hole where I want it to go. Alright, so I'm sure most of this has made absolutely no sense since I'm a rambler, and I apologize for that. Alright, I will just get started on this, and I'm not going to make you guys watch every second. I will speed this video up when it gets to the part of me starting the painting so that it's not an hour long for anybody who doesn't want to suffer through that. If I think of something that I feel like you guys really need to know, I will stop the fast forward or stop the video and add in a section to tell you something. Otherwise, just feel free to contact me with any questions you have. I'll be happy to answer what I can, and here's keeping our fingers crossed that the painting turns out good. Okay, so I am not totally happy with this. As you can see, I was kind of struggling with this one, but that's part of it. I struggle, you will struggle. It happens. Just don't give up. You know, I may go back and do something else to this one at some point. I mean, it's okay, but to me, I don't just love it right now. There's too many little things that I'm seeing that I'm not happy with. But you can see, you know, how the gold, or actually it was the pinata brass in this one, kind of runs out here and there through the painting. And maybe this will help give you a little bit of an idea, you know, of how I do those softer, wispier edges on it. I hope that it's been some help to somebody, and like I said early on, anything, you know, that I can do to help you out, I'll be happy to answer any questions that I can. Just remember that I'm new to this too. I've only been doing this for about 2 months. My first painting was about 2 months ago, so I will definitely answer what I can and give you any advice or things that I've learned along the way over the last couple of months. Just stick with it, and I have no doubt that you will be able to come up with the most beautiful thing you've ever seen at some point. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I will try to make another video soon, hopefully one that will turn out just a little bit better than this one for me. Thank you. Bye, guys.